The city of San Jose, California, passed a first-of-its-kind gun control measure Tuesday night. Under the ordinance, local gun owners are now required to carry liability insurance and pay an annual $25 fee. That money will reportedly go toward community firearm safety education and training, as well as domestic violence and mental health services. However, the law does not address illegally obtained weapons that are stolen or purchased without background checks. Joining me now for more on this is the mayor of San Jose, Sam Liccardo. Mayor Liccardo, welcome. Thanks very much for being with us. So several Democratic-led cities around the U.S. have proposed similar gun control legislation, but San Jose is the first to actually pass such a law. Why is that? What has the city seen that led it to this point?
Well, thanks, Elaine. Good to be with you. We know that the gun lobby is very powerful in many legislatures throughout the country and individual states and certainly in Congress. And so I suspect that it came down to a city to try to lead the charge simply because cities are able to be more pragmatic. And I suspect that some of those interest groups are a little less powerful at the local level.
Well, what consequences do gun owners who don't follow this new law potentially face?
Well, this is a civil ordinance, so there's no criminal sanction. No one's going to jail. And in fact, no law-abiding gun owner is going to lose their gun. This is a modest fee that we're asking gun owners to pay, given the fact that we know taxpayers throughout our city are currently subsidizing gun ownership in the form of all the public costs for services in responding to gun harm and gun violence. In addition, there's an insurance requirement that all gun owners, like all drivers who have to get auto insurance, gun owners would similarly get liability insurance, which many owners already have accessible to them through their homeowner or rental policy.
Well, at least one lawsuit has already been filed against the San Jose City Council. What exactly is being challenged?
Well, the challenges are predictable. We expect under the Second Amendment that various gun groups would be challenging this ordinance. We know that in the world of gun regulation, no good deed goes unlitigated. And we have been working with teams of attorneys, including a pro bono, a firm that's offering their services pro bono, Kachet and Petrie, to really defend this ordinance because they believe passionately in what we're doing. And we're working with a lot of great national organizations like Radio United and Every Town who are also lending their help.
What do you say, Mr. Mayor, to people who are law-abiding gun owners who may genuinely feel as though this is a slippery slope and could be a first step towards taking away their legally owned firearms?
Well, I think the good news for many of them is first that we're not taking their guns away. And secondly, that overwhelmingly these laws will be to the benefit of their families. And by that, I mean this. We know from all the studies that if you live in a home which there is a gun, you're twice as likely to be the victim of homicide. You're 3 times or more likely to use that gun in suicide. If there's a domestic violence altercation in a home, we know that the likelihood of death is 5 times as great if there's a gun in the home. So we're directing these services, mental health, suicide prevention, domestic violence prevention, for the family members and intimate partners of gun owners and the gun owners themselves, because we know that's where the risk is, that's where the harm is. And we know insurance similarly can help us all be safer, and that's critically important. We know that gun safes and trigger locks and gun safety classes can be vitally helpful, particularly in a country where more than 4.5 million children live in a home where a gun is kept both loaded and unlocked. This is the great risk we face. We know that the majority of deaths in our country from guns are by suicide, not by homicide. They're very preventable. More than 1/3 of our injuries from guns in this country are, in fact, unintentional. Again, preventable harms. And we're really invested in trying to see how we can prevent many of those harms.
San Jose Mayor Sam Liccardo, thank you very much for joining us.
It's great to be with you, Elaine.